Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for your patience. Welcome to another edition of Watch the Throne Roundtable. This one is an especially important one because we are going to be basically counting down along with you guys to see who's going to be our first voted in player. And I'm very eager to see who's going to get that spot. I'm joined here, of course, with TK and Charles, two of my best buddies. And how we doing, fellas?
Yeah, man. I've been going pretty good, man. I've been hanging out. We're chatting a little bit before we got into this, but very excited to be a little more part of the Watch the Throne team and pushing things forward here. Forward here. I was like, what's going on here? I did not expect that to happen.
We got
Pushing things
production
forward here and seeing what we can get going. As far as voting goes, and then obviously, we'll just watch the Throne. I want this event to be amazing because this was like kind of like a culmination of all the boys coming together being like, yo, we should do something. And then here we are.
Yeah, and I love the idea of just kind of rotating different people that are involved with the tournament. And speaking of rotating, some of the staff and talent for the event, we also want to rotate some players. So we are going to bring in a special guest for this episode. But before that, we're going to take a sneak peek at a quick trailer. All right. So, hey, what's going on, Dabuz? Congratulations for being one of the first players that got to qualify for Watch the Throne via a qualifier, being SmashCon. You, alongside with Mia, you had a wonderful performance at SmashCon. And I'm excited to have you here on the show today. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Just living the life, waking up, playing video games, and just vibing right now.
I want to call attention to something that Buzz said before we went on air, and I thought this was like the hardest shit you could ever say in your life, bro. He's like, yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention to the voting phase because I never have to do that nonsense. That's some real talk right there. This boy, he said, I'm either getting invited or I'm qualified. You ain't never seen me campaign in my life. Love that shit, Buzz.
Bro, I got into every single summit except the last one through invites and qualifications. Not single time voting. Yet I was in all but the last summits. That shit's just I just do it on accident, to be honest. It just happens.
I'm just accidentally godlike. I like that, But hey, it's true. He's in everything. He's that's the king of New York, bro. Don't ever sleep on him.
A king never has to get voted in, okay? Remember
exactly,
that.
Bro.
Only qualifier. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right, so we can take a look at the voting count right now. I mean, we are about, what is it, like 40 minutes out? Actually, no, 33 minutes left before we decide who our first vote-in player is. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the votes pretty soon here. Yeah.
I know people are doing some crazy. What are some of the craziest things people have done for the voting so far?
So last week on the roundtable, Elijah Min took an ice bath in his. So we gave each player 2 minutes on the show, and Elijah Min was the first one and just went straight for the ice bath. It was so funny.
What?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was very entertaining. And I was like, okay, this is a good start to kind of show like, all right, you're down to kind of get a little goofy and silly. Because really, like in kind of the spirit of how the summit process went, right? You want to kind of be able to stand out when garnering votes, right? You're not necessarily getting the first round or whatever, but that's why there's 3 spots, 3 chances to do it. I thought that was really fun. I think Louis, who is currently in first place, he's done an excellent job with like how he's marketed. He's really been kind of going like the gym rat route. You know what I'm saying? Kind of flexing a little bit. Like I'm a beast both on and off the sticks, which I certainly appreciate. And he's holding strong right there, man. You see him firmly cemented in first place. Okay, come on now.
Yeah, no. Louis also, he has to. What did he say? What did he say about like if you vote for him, he'll give you like an hour, uninterrupted coaching or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. If you're like a NorCal player or something.
Yeah, man. If you buy an event ticket.
So he's doing it up, bro. He's doing it up for the entire event, not even just for his votes. He's like, come to the event too. We hang out. I get you some, I get you some practice. So yeah, no, like I got to give it up to Louis. Up right behind him though is Nao the Crom, who was popping off at was SmashCon. Almost got that W over Akola, and then right after that, I feel like Akola just kind of ran the rest of it.
Yeah,
and then
obviously sick, bro. I agree.
Yeah, and then obviously right after that is that Sky J and Karama. You know, those guys are just fan favorites all together. I mean, I think Sky J, like, he's always going to get that backing because, one, there's no other Incineroars doing it like him, and two, like, you know, he's got the entire, you know, country of Mexico on his side. So yeah.
Yeah, and I just there's a huge lead, by the way. Like, Luis is sitting at 4,700 votes. Neo is like close second at around 1,500. So there's a pretty big lead, but we've seen like a bunch of different spirit bombs for this voting process. So
that's
it's going to be
my fault.
Yeah. But it can get really fun with all the spirit bombs and such. So we're getting to that time. We do have some talking points just kind of hype up. But before we even get into that, I kind of skipped this part, but we'll bring up everyone that's currently in the voting process. We have a graphic for that, and we can also pivot over to the timeline as well, so you guys can get all informed. But here is
that's nice graphic.
Yeah, so we got all of these different players from all over the world here involved in this voting process. They have to go through a nomination process at first, which Karama just blew everyone out of the water. He was like first by far when it came to the who can get the most likes and retweets for all of their tweets. But essentially, we got the top 15 players with the most interactions on their tweets, and then that's how we got this list. And now the voting process has begun. Is there anyone particular that you guys are kind of hoping for? I mean, we already saw the votes and stuff, so it looks like Luis is going to get in, but
listen. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? I think Luis is safe for this round, and I say this specifically because I think Karama is holding back, letting the KC Mafia drop a huge spirit bomb, okay? At any given point, this France Renaissance can take off and propel this man to number one. But think about it. Louis and Karama, they're best friends. You ain't going to try and mess with your man. You know what I'm saying? You want them both to be there. It's not collusion. It's called friendship, loyalty. Some of us still have it, okay? And I respect the hell out of Karama for that. So really, I think the biggest deterrent is going to be if Neo has something in the pocket to drop as well at the last minute. Barring any kind of thing like that, I think Louis is good.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, like, look, we got 3 people getting in through voting, right? And one thing I noticed is there's a lot of different like places and like communities here, right? Like, you have 4 Japanese players, you got a few people from Europe, you got Webb from the East Coast, you got a few West Coast people, you have Sky from Mexico. You have a lot of different regions in the voting here, so it's gonna be interesting to see, like, I guess, which region is kind of more like unified and is willing to pull their resources together for this. I don't think I've ever seen a Japanese player get in through a voting thing like this before for summits, right?
First, I think. So, I think it would be a first because they usually just qualify or get invited.
Yeah, and Neo especially has a lot of like popularity in America after SmashCon, so he actually has like multiple markets to tap into, which is, normally with Japanese players, that's the issue. They just have the Japanese market, which isn't as going to be as focused on like a event like Summit because they don't know as much about it. It's not as important to them. So I think Neo also he's really good at speaking English too. So he'd be a really good inclusion for a Summit like event, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. He also be saying some wild stuff on Twitter too. So, man, that's
buddy
be tweeting for sure, bro. Like, so, yeah, I think he's a character for sure. Now, I will say, since we're here already, let's go back and say, who would you not want to get? I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I get mad messy on here, bro. Yeah, who would you not want to see in there?
DK's like, I got to bring in the hater vibes real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think so far, like everybody that I've seen on the list, I think any combination of them to turn into a invitational is going to be a good time.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the topics that we do have on the Run of Show for today is kind of invitational versus like qualifying events, right? In terms of like the voting process, the different types of invitationals you can have. And I think the voting process can be really fun because, there's character specialists that play maybe lower tier characters like Little Mac, right? And do they ever get a chance to do a top player gauntlet and just fight all these different top players? Maybe they get a shot at one top player if they're having a really good bracket, and then even if they upset that one, then you got to go through another one. Like, are they gonna go through like a Incineroar Sky J run at Collision? I mean, those are very rare, right? So I think the voting phase can add a lot of spice in that particular aspect, but that's a topic we'll get into later on in the show. But I do want to go over the timeline. So we are getting our first voted in player today, but for everyone else, we want to show the timeline just so you guys know when the other 2 players are going to be getting voted in as well. And as you can see here, looks like, yes. Okay, so round 1 ends today, October 2nd. Then October 5th and 8th are the next 2 times. And we are going to have roundtables for both October 5th and 8th. And if you guys are wondering, it is Summit style voting. So if you guys are familiar with the Summit Invitationals, this is pretty much the same style of voting for these qualifiers. So really excited about that. Great timeline. And the first topic I actually wanted to get into is I wanted to look at the merch shop. So this is something that we really want to get the community involved. We didn't have a lot of time for this particular merch shop, but going forward, we want to have a lot more feedback. We asked you guys on Twitter about the feedback for the bomber jacket to decide the color of the bomber jacket, because it was between pink, purple, and blue, and purple ended up winning that poll, so we went with purple. So we definitely want your guys' feedback on the shop. Obviously, the shop is the backbone of what funds these types of events. Obviously, getting all the players, the talent out, getting the hotel, the venue, it all costs a lot of money. So the merch shop is very important that the merch hits, and we're hoping, and we tried to bring on community members as well with Spiff and B, and Keith also designed a lot of these as well. So yeah, I definitely want to hear chat's opinions on the merch shop, and even for us, we can kind of give our own opinions as well.
Yeah, it's important. It's important that you guys understand that this is our first outing at this, and as Charles said, we didn't have the most time to get everything together, just given some of the time constraints that we were under, as well as some of like the production hassle with some of the items. But we wanted to do our best that we could, and we encourage a lot of feedback too. Like even if it's negative, or like it doesn't have to be negative, but make it constructive, right? Like what is something that you could see yourself buying for the next event, as opposed to just like a direct donation, because that's one of the biggest things that we want to get better at. And we pride ourselves on being an event by the community for the community. You guys are the community. Let us know. We will take all of that feedback and put it into effect, because we do want to do multiple Watch the Throne. So we're not just going to stop at a one and done. This isn't like a cash grab or anything. Like this is something we're actually really passionate about. So let us know, man. Like I'm glad a lot of people are saying like, yeah, the merch is clean. It looks good. Some people said, I see like the t-shirt is oversized. I don't know what that means, bro. Do you know? Eat a sandwich, bro.
I think they want an oversized t-shirt.
Oh, you want oversized? Oh, my bad, big dog. I will get that 4X in there for you. Don't worry. But listen, we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate. We want you to wear our merch and comfortable at that. I got you.
I saw, some people saying that, it's a little pricey. The quality of the shirts really depend. Like $30 for a quality t-shirt with a good design on it is actually kind of standard. I think I would say maybe the hoodie. No, wouldn't even say the hoodies. I feel like everything is pretty much, maybe the bomber jacket, but I mean, that is, you got to see the material on it as well.
90 for a bomber jacket.
90 for a bomber jacket is pretty standard. I mean, if you have a Spiff jacket, you probably spent something around that time, already. So I don't know. I can't really see it as pricey. And this is coming from, I'm not, I don't want y'all to think I'm like in a higher tax bracket. I work as Smash commentator. So like,
if anything, we're on a lower tax bracket.
I'm not making bread here, but I still am going to grab some things. So,
when is the poster design dropping? So we can't drop the poster design until we know every single player that is going to be at the event, because it's going to be themed after the players / what characters they play. So that is coming soon. Obviously, we don't know all the players. We still need to see who gets qualified through Port Priority. We still need to see who qualifies through Let's Make Moves Miami. And we still need to figure out the vote-in spots, right? The 3 vote-in spots. So that is soon to come. And I mean, that is a form of feedback. If you guys think it's a little too pricey, that's something we will note. I do agree with TK. I think this feels pretty standard in terms of just like regular clothes. Another topic that I wanted to bring up is something Dabuz brought up earlier, is maybe more like smaller items in terms of just like maybe trinkets, like more stickers. I know there's a Tweek Talk stickers. Do you guys feel like, and I'm asking chat, and obviously you guys as well, like, do you guys feel that maybe more stickers or charms or smaller items, maybe like $5 to $10, $15 range might be nice in the shop?
Y'all get charms in your controllers, right? Like everyone gets a charm in their controller, has a friend who gets one, it puts like a sticker on their Switch or something, right? Like who's not gonna buy that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always a little small takeaway you can have. You got stickers, pins. I'm really actually
pins, nice.
The Spiff guys my logo, so they can make me enamel pins, because I wanted those for a long time, and then they'll sell them on their shop. So yeah, the enamel pins are good. Even the the push pins are good for people who like to like have those on. Those are always little things you can definitely add onto the side. But I think that probably would have had a lot more backers if we're still getting 100% proceeds. So if I were to give $5 and then I was going to do immediate backing just for $5, or I could give you $5 and I can get a pin out of it, and why not? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I get it. I don't think it's like I don't think that's going to make or break the shop right now. But I could see that being added in the future, or even in person, so we can get a little, last minute sales or something like that near the end, while we're at the event.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree with that. I think it's very important to kind of like being able to take what you guys are saying is actually really good, because like some of those little like smaller items, like the Buzz said, like the trinkets would actually be good, and it could probably get you at more of maybe like a finer price point that you might be more comfortable spending the money on, as opposed to, okay, I like this shirt, but maybe 30 is a little much for me right now. If I could drop like 12 or 15 on a nice cool pin or stick or something to complement my controller or a bag I have, yeah, I can totally understand that. That's exactly why we wanted to hear from you guys. It's very, very important. Somebody said watch the throne beanie, stuff like that. Love the ideas, because it's all stuff that we can put together and feedback we can take to really make the next merch shop that we inevitably do even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was just our start. It's our first attempt at it. I think it looks pretty damn good for a first attempt, but there's always more room to grow. That's why we're having this discussion with you guys.
Someone mentioned a controller, like for the event.
Yeah, I
like,
saw that.
that's a really cool idea. Like, that's a bit of a pricier item, like a nice controller, painted or whatever. But at the same time, like, that's unique. That's really cool. You can really do a lot of cool stuff with that. And like, we're Smash players. We're going to use controllers. So that's something really useful. You get a lot of value out of.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. No, I don't want to hear that. Like, y'all just talked about a $30 shirt y'all couldn't buy. Now y'all want a controller that's gonna be like 120. I don't want to hear shit, bro. I don't hear none of that. I don't hear none of that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. No. Like, is it a good idea? For sure, bro. Oh yeah. But you know what? You can also just cop like 3 shirts, and then you have a rotation of things that you can wear with a washer throwing stuff on it. So
changing shirts is nice.
I just, I'm just saying. Now, also, I was thinking about this too. If we were selling y'all that Gildan tee, the one that like the scratchy one, I would be agreeing with y'all. That's like a $15 shirt. But no, I just looked at the tag on the back of that, and I got one of them shirts upstairs. Let me tell you, I washed that shirt like 8 times. It still feels just as soft. Okay,
dang,
it's worth it, bro.
Yeah, and I know another thing that like just a general topic that I want to bring up is and this is feedback that I got from Cosmos last night, is he feels like some of the art is like too direct. Like the way he explained it is, you want to be able to go into the shop and buy merch that you will wear not at a Smash tournament, right? So it's like maybe less character specific, more generalistic theme. Thinking back on Summit 6, I think their theme was like really broken, hard to mess up kind of thing. It was just like the Sakura pedals and stuff like that, right? So, and it was so general, and instead of like focusing on like a character, it was more thematic. And yeah, I think that's also another topic where it's like maybe not too much like Smash characters in the actual art and stuff like that. I don't know how chat feels about that, or you guys feel about that, but yeah.
That's interesting, because like it's true, but then at like the same token too, I got like some people in my chat will be like, oh, like the lights out design is just so basic, it's just like your logo. I'm just like, well, yeah, I kind of want it to be like chill and subtle, like you just, what I'm saying, like it's not, I like to call it not wedgie wear. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get a wedgie in school for wearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You might feel that way about rocking a Smash character. I don't know where you go to school. I don't know how your block is. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a balance that we're trying to find. Maybe like it's 50% not so subtle, 50% subtle, that we can kind of reach a more universal agreement on that. You know,
I think it's a little interesting though that the chat, like some of the, so I'm looking at this is the full shop right here, right? The shop products.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Boyd agrees.
Well, I just
what's up,
chat
Boyd?
one more time.
I don't know, man. Like I feel like some of them are saying this is a little too Smasher. I feel like I will wear pretty much every shirt in here in public except for maybe the Illusion shirt, and that's only because I don't like that color of blue. Like that's not that's a personal thing. It has nothing to do with the actual like design. And if you have seen my outfits in multiple events, I do not wear Smasher things. Like that's not my thing. So I think a lot of this stuff definitely can be worn out on a regular basis. Especially the first 3 shirts, sick. Tweek Talks, maybe I think that could be a little smasher focus for sure, but that's if you're a Tweek fan, you're gonna wear that anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then all the lights, the Watch the Throne stuff, the joggers. I mean, that just looks like Game of Thrones type stuff. Or just say you're a big Jay-Z Kanye fan, bro. There you go. There you go, man.
It's funny when we were coming up with the name for this tournament, we were worried. Like Rod was worried about copyright infringement. He's like, they're gonna sue us, bro. I was like, you think they like? I mean, I know Kanye really turned his back on black people, but he ain't gonna sue us. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, I don't know. Whoa, I won't put it past them, bro.
I don't know. I don't think that topic's on the Run of Show. Hold up.
Switch gears.
Yeah, and with that, I would like to pivot to the next topic. Obviously, if you guys have any more comments or concerns or anything like that, or feedback, constructive feedback, make sure to leave it in the comments below. This will also be uploaded onto Tweek's YouTube. So again, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, give us all the feedback. We're looking for as much feedback as possible, not only on the merch department, but every single department of this tournament. We're doing this for the community. We think it's a very important part of the Smash community, like a structural part of the Smash community. So, obviously with Summit gone, we want to still have that piece of structure in the community. So it's very, very important that we know how to do things moving forward, right? So next thing I actually want to talk about is I'm really excited for Port Priority, man. Have you guys seen the attendance for that tournament?
S plus,
basically everyone, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to end up being the new S plus is P tier, premier tier.
But we got too many tiers. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, that's the new one, man.
Stupid.
It's like we got S tier, we got S plus, we got P plus as well. In case you need more specifications.
Oh, God.
First of all, P plus already exists, so therefore big shout out to P plus. But hey, I will not be. I will be calling it S plus. That's what I don't. Okay. Don't nobody tweet at me. It's a shut up. All right, it's an S plus. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna like it.
It's the highest tier possible. Like,
yeah,
Akola, I feel like all the top 5 is going, but I definitely want to look at the attendance list for this tournament because it is crazy. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Yeah, so just so much players are going in. This is going to be a qualifier for Watch the Throne, and I honestly feel like this tournament, just how stacked it is, I could even seeing someone getting like 7th or 9th place getting the qualifying spot. Just because it's that stacked. You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever seen that before in an event like a qualifier where like a 7th place gets it. It's always like a top 5, like top 3 minimum. Because there's always someone who is not qualified that wants to get in that slot, and they just go on a hell of a run where out of nowhere they're just whooping someone's ass with a random ass character, and people are like, what the hell happened? How did this Romac just beat Leo, Sonic's Meister to get 3rd? Like there's always that at these qualifiers, I swear, and that makes it interesting because
it really does, and that's the level of unpredictability that we really want with events like this. Like, for example, when we were kind of deciding what events would really make good qualifiers, we wanted to go with people who we've worked with and are comfortable with, and just have a good standing within the community. So it was kind of like a no-brainer to partner up, obviously, with Max for his Let's Make Moves series. So that's why Miami's coming up actually before Port. That's the end of October, and then of course, Port like that. But that's like Port is like. Boom, that's that shit right now, bro. Because the TO of it, Scott Gyromite, like this is his last outing as a TO, so he wanted to go out with a bang. I do have some information though. I might not be able to share it, but I'm gonna share it anyway. Because Scott, I love you. Don't get mad at me. But just because Scott's stepping away doesn't mean Port's gonna fade away. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Okay, because this is, if you've attended a Port Priority, you know that this team runs amazing events, always on time, always hospitable, and it's a player-first event, and I love that, and I hope everybody comes out to that. Full support to that.
I also like the Gyro might like he's just a chill dude, bro. Like this tournament, like a Fire could catch at that, and he'd be like, "It's cool, man. Everybody had a good time, though, right?" Like, he's just that guy. That's a cool guy, man. We actually get to see him this weekend too because he's going to be in the Smash.
I'm jealous.
Thing. So
great,
man. Aren't you doing something this weekend too?
No, not this weekend. Or wait, no, I am. I'm rewired. You're right.
I was like, well, all right now.
Damn, he said Charles. That ain't shit.
Well, damn, Charles, like that.
My brain is fried right now.
It really depends. I mean, I was trying to see the metric, if I could work around and get in there like later in the day to come vibe, but we'll see how that all goes if I can make that happen. But regardless, yeah, we're going to the Shakedown Smash thing this week. Me, And yeah, man, we get to see Gyromite box. So not only is he chill, but we get to see if he got hands.
That's true.
I heard he got hands.
I heard he's nice with it.
So I'm excited.
It's like a random boxing event, like shit.
It's a Smash boxing event, yeah.
Smash boxing.
So Smashers boxing each other, yes. I know, right?
I heard more people talking about that. That's one of those things I feel could be hyped up, right? Like, bro.
Yeah. So just a side note, it's funny that you say that. I told them the same thing. So we're putting on a special stream this Wednesday, actually, to hype it up more so people know, bro. Because next time they do it, I want people. See, I want to have you earn your voting spots in the ring. Dabuz, I see you can go to SmashCon and qualify. Can you get in the ring and knock them out and qualify?
Give me half a year, bro. I'll knock some out for a spot in these qualifiers. Hell yeah. Shit, man.
Not a boxing event for a qualifier.
I will 100% like that, bro. Oh, bro, man, that'd be so lit.
Well, that's the content we need in 2023.
Yo, Dabuz really like that. I love this guy.
Dude, I love chaos, okay?
Hell yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Right. A lot of good stuff coming, but my bad. I didn't mean to derail you there, Chuck.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I mean, TLDR, Port, amazing event. I mean, practically every top seed is going to be there. It's going to be S+, P+, whatever you call it. It's going to be a wild event. I mean, we got Leo, Tweek, Meister, Gluto, Light, Karama, T, Shuton, Ken, Cosmos, Luis. And then even like on the second page, there's even crazier seeds because this isn't even seeded yet, right? And then on the next page, we got like Akola. It's wild. Akola, Spargo, Siski, Zomba, Sonics. Like this tournament is insane. AK's going like, and I'm assuming more top players are going to sign up. Just one, because it's a qualifier for Watch the Throne, and then two, it's just a really, really stacked event, and three, it's an amazing event. And I mean, shout out to Scott really building this event from the ground up, and now it's pretty much like the highest tier possible. And this is going to be my third Port Priority in a row. So I've been working with them for a little bit, and I know you two have been really working with them talent wise for a really long time. E and TK, so
been a big fan for a while, man. Even back during the whole, the 2GG battle they'd have to have, where it was like 2GG would accidentally schedule on their event when people were like, oh, there's the completely different sides of it. No, they're pretty close to each other. But luckily, that battle is no longer a thing, and Port Priority can get the recognition and respect it deserves. And I assure you guys, it is going to be the qualifier you won't want to miss. One of three awesome ones. Obviously, we know about Miami. I wish we could reveal our third one because it's actually pretty insane, but we are at the mercy of the organizers, and we hopefully will have that information out to the public within a couple of weeks.
Okay, but is it the only thing I want to know is it in the States or not?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay,
we haven't been able to go quite international yet.
Okay,
but that's something that's on the docket too. Give us time. We got you.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, man? If it's not here, it's somewhere in France, bro. I'm telling you, them French boys, they play some Smash. So, yeah.
Oh, bro, the French scene is so good now. Actually, I was playing Raffling Friendlies at SmashCon. I'm like, you guys got way too strong. Damn.
Yeah, and that's a great way to pivot into our last talking point before we are able to reveal who the first voting spot is. And I kind of want to talk about just the invitational formatting and how you guys feel about it. Do you guys feel like the invitational would be more fun if it's just every single spot was a qualifier spot, almost kind of like a circuit, right? Where it's like, okay, we have all these different tournaments across the world, qualify into this last invitational or whatever. Or do you guys like the fact that there is that voting process where, the people can kind of get that low tier main or get some, the hometown hero into a tournament with all these like amazing top players, right? I just want to kind of pick your guys' brain and get your guys' opinion on that because it's two different sides of the coin, right? And chat, join in too.
I think the vote-in is definitely necessary. Now, how many vote-ins doesn't really, I mean, you could have, half vote-ins or you could have, 6 or 4 vote-ins or whatever. But I think vote-ins aren't necessary. They bring one, like the community together to funnel past one person. And then 2, they also bring like a small level of like drama almost every time because there's always like, all right, is this guy there's always that, oh, why did he even get voted in? He's not even going to do anything. And then it's like, did that guy actually do something? And then they get to pop off like Aaron did that one time or Adamus, or you get absolutely ran over like ZD. So, what I mean, like it's just there's a little bit there's that's my favorite aspect of it all, is just being like, man, I really hope this guy does something. And then if they don't do something, it's like, we get to laugh at him. And if they do something, it's like, well, look at that, man. He deserves this spot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it not being this particular format. Just because I feel like it almost evens the playing field a little bit for those kind of low tier heroes or those lesser players to get some recognition and kind of like get their way in. It's a good way to just kind of rally a lot of community support as well as just unite regions, man. Like that's a big thing that I feel like people don't keep in mind. And even if somebody does go to an invitational event and they go 0-15, it's okay, man. You were there, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a good time. And I think people can live vicariously through that, like if they were a part of kind of getting you there, because it's like it's a really unique thing. It's not something that needs to be like, kind of like, I don't know, exploited or held every 3 months or something like that. But yeah, I think once or twice a year, it's a good time to really enable players and their communities to kind of come together and do something different.
I think
also
just
spotlight the other players.
I think also if we did full non-vote-ins, we would get probably the same bracket, like with a variance of maybe like 2-3 players almost every time. And so I think the vote-ins definitely help out with variance as well. And you get to learn more about those players that you may not get a lot of time with. And you get to learn about them more as people. Like Lavish, he didn't do like super great when he came to Summit. And I think he probably won like a couple of games, but I don't think he won any sets. But did you see how my man was dressed, bro? That guy was, he was styling every day, man. So like, we got to learn more about him and like his inspirations in life and like, all that kind of stuff that you don't really get to do at a normal tournament. But, because he was able to make it into a summit or whatever invitation he was in, I think it was a summit. We were able to learn more about him.
Yeah, it was summit. I think it was summit 4. Yeah, I think it was 4.
Yeah.
And also these players, it's just good practice. A lot of these players go to these and they expect to go 0-15 or whatever. They expect to get destroyed. But they want to get practice with players. They want to get some content, because you're getting streamed like these events. And for them, a lot of times it's just like, this is an opportunity that they don't really get, because a lot of times, top players, like, we're trying to play with each other a lot to like, keep leveling ourselves up and like compete with the international like best players or whatever. And it gives both parties a chance to play each other for like long periods of time and really learn matchups we don't get to see as much, or against play styles, they don't get to see as much. So that kind of variance is really good for everyone involved.
Yeah, it seems like it just adds another layer of spice, and it almost feels like you start the tournament with a storyline, right? Like it's just almost built into the format where, I agree with TK in a sense where it's like if it was only qualifier spots, we would kind of see the same players over and over again. I think the top cut of Ultimate has stayed pretty consistent post quarantine for the most part. Obviously, there's shifts and changes and stuff like that, but I mean, the meta is solidifying, and even if everything doesn't stay the same, I mean, I would say about like 60 to 70% of the top players kind of stay solidified in their spot, maybe shift a couple spots, and then that other, like 30% wiggle room or shifting all around and stuff. So, yeah, I like that. I mean, the vote-in spot just gives so much opportunity and really spices up the tournament. But we're about 3-4 minutes away from the vote-in spots. If you guys
oh shit. Yo, let's see who's going crazy right now.
You can get those last minute votes in if you want right there. I'm very excited. Louis is still holding strong. He's got triple the votes of basically triple the votes of second place Nails. I think, like I said, I think Louis' lead is gonna hold strong here. I think there are some spirit bombs being held. I truly believe they might opt to wait for the next round, unless it's gonna blow everybody out the water. With somebody like Neo, I don't put it past him because people just love this guy. Like,
and we tried to put Louis in, bro. Come on.
Yeah, we tried to pick a time that was like the best for. I mean, we're dealing with so many different regions, right? Yeah. So we're dealing with Japan, Europe, America, West Coast, East Coast, right? So we tried to pick a time where it's like somewhat reasonable, but I think as of right now, it's pretty early in Japan. It's definitely not like 2 or 3 a.m. early, but it's still pretty early for them. We'll see.
Yo, we got a Tara Kotori just jumped into second.
Wow.
Oh, hold on now.
Okay. Yo, you're cooking. Hold.
That is wow.
That's a big ass jump.
This guy. Wow. I mean, you got to make a planetary level jump to get.
We're seeing movement. We are seeing movement.
Hit that
I
refresh.
mean, you
Yeah,
gotta
there it
probably
is.
drop your spirit bombs as well at this point, just so you don't get like knocked out if you're like in the lower half. Like,
Yeah.
which stinks to burn a spirit bomb now, but
Defensive
trying to
spirit
go to the second
bomb.
round.
Being
Yeah.
able to live to fight another day is another thing that's like really important. A couple people in danger, obviously Siskui, Dom, Masa, and Takara. Again, I always feel bad for we, as Charles said, we try and accommodate the time zones as best we can. It's not always going to be the easiest thing. So feel bad for them. But Dom, your ass, it's 3:00 in California. What the heck? Dom?
Hello?
Get out the mirror.
Dom has gotten into a summit. He has
Dom wasn't in a summit.
Like, he kicked my ass out of summit. I was like, there's a few random players where I'm like, I don't want to fight you, and Dom was always one of them because I'm like, Omons.
It's it's just a matchup knowledge check the whole time you're fighting Dom, bro. He is so creative. But
no,
I don't know if
like
he's going to
40 deaths, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
We got a minute left on this.
Yeah.
Also, man, just big shout outs to y'all for raising so far the 11K, man. We very much appreciate that. We obviously want to keep going further and further here. So for all you guys who have done the direct contributions, regardless of how big or small they are, appreciate that. And everybody who has bought things, appreciate that even more. As I said, the merch really, we really kind of brainstormed on this quite a bit. So I'm proud of it. I'm proud of, even though, I'm not technically part of any of these organizations, but I'm proud of how everything came out with Smashing Diversity, with Lights Out, with Tweek Talks, and then just our Watch the Throne merch in general. You will see me with that jacket on at least for like half the weekend. Hold up. What's going on?
It's GG, man. Louis got another spirit bomb. He's almost at 6,000 votes.
He can't even need Louis. Bro, you ain't have to do it to him like that, bro.
You didn't have to do that, Louis. It wasn't even necessary. But you know what? It put us at $12,776.
I'm with it.
Holy cow.
All right. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think that's it, right? Luis? Locking it in?
Locking it in.
Lock it in?
Everyone saw that. They're like, you know what?
Spam and refresh.
Round 2. That's where most people want to cook.
I'm spamming refresh. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's over, man.
That's a gargantuan level flex though from Luis. So
yeah,
I mean, that was I've been in the gym level flex, bro.
So Takara, Masa, Dom, and Siski, unfortunately, I think that means that they're out of here because they were our bottom 4 at the time of finish. So,
and I'm really surprised because I don't
Louis
really
W
see,
though. Wow.
I don't see any other like SoCal players. So, dang.
It's always hard.
Let's be honest. SoCal itself, they're just lazy.
Come on, bro.
You're part of the region now, man.
Wasn't that you that was trying to get it to be just Cali now? Wasn't that you just trying to be Cali now, Charles? Hey, what if we just called it Cali now, right?
Yeah, no more NorCal, SoCal, SoCal. No one forgot.
Yo, California got in. Let's go, Cali.
I'm a little surprised to see Elijah Min this far down because I feel like the France is about to drop a spirit bomb on him too, huh?
Like I said, I think this round people foregoed it. Like Louis got this one. We'll bow out, give deference to him. He's got it. It's these next 2 rounds that I think are gonna go OD.
Okay.
With the battles.
Yeah.
Because I think Karama is coming. Karama is coming. All right.
Karama's definitely coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me hit up Luis, see if he's down.
Yo, K-Car's out to drop 20 grand. Watch it.
20 grand. Hold on, man.
Imagine.
Go to college.
I'm just hoping.
We'll take whatever we can get.
Jim. Wait, is Louis live?
Yeah, we'll see.
He is live. He is live.
He is. All right, dang.
Louis, get your dumb ass
in here.
He's been
streaming like crazy, honestly.
Oh.
Like, anytime I go on Twitch, I see him streaming right now for this. Like, he wants this spot badly.
Yeah,
good.
It's a NorCal. Like it's in NorCal. He says like 10 minutes from his house. Thanks, Louis, for saving us on a flight. So he's gonna want to be able to represent his region. I get it.
We will not be getting you on that gas money either. You would have done it anyway. You would have been there anyway.
Someone please tell Luis to join the show. I'm trying to get Luis in here for an interview.
I just want to hear him popping off.
We'll see if he doesn't want to come through. It's all G. He's celebrating right now. I mean, big moment. Congrats to Luis. Worked really hard to get all these votes. Was on the grind the entire time.
Well, apparently he's down. Let's shoot him that. Invite link.
Oh, is that cool?
I DM'd it to him. Please don't put it in his chat.
Check your DMs. Wait, why can't I put it in the chat?
Because everyone in the chat will come in here.
That'd be hype, yo! Who wants to come? Yo, press one in the chat.
Capacity of 10. The room crashes at 10. Don't do it.
Never mind.
Well, you never had like 100 person versus quote before? Come on, let's just get going.
I'm ready.
Dude, this man he always invites the chaos, bro. You should have saw him at we did the DreamCon thing. We were waiting. We just
DreamCon?
we was at DreamCon. We was waiting for like some of the stuff to happen. So he's like, "Oh, let's just talk to the people." And they gathered right behind us. It turned into a little mob back there, right behind us on the commentary desk. It's like, oh no,
it got a little out of hand. There was a good swarm of people. So I was like, oh shit. We definitely have a lot of fun. But yeah, we told Louis to check his DM. So give him I think he's coming right now. All right, Louis said he can't join. So
I'm for it. It's all right.
He says it's not working.
Oh, damn.
G. It's all G. It's all
Wait,
G.
I have an idea.
What's up?
I have an idea. Hold on. Hola, Louis.
Hello?
Hey, you're on stream. My man.
I knew it.
It works.
What's up? Hey, first of all, I want to say congratulations to you for qualifying. It's a great look, my guy. Honestly, were you surprised you won by such a landslide?
In the back of my head, I kept thinking, this is so free. I'm going to make it in no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter. But then I remembered how I ran for Summit and some dude dropped 10K on Lavish last second and Hungerbox tucked me. So I'm like, anything can happen. So better safe than sorry, right? I was like, Hungerbox might just cuck me again. Like, this could just happen again. He's helping out Riddles, no? So I was just scared, you know. I don't know what people are planning, but it was also like, maybe nobody wanted to contest me in the first round. I just really had no idea what people's plans were. So I just kept going, you know, kept going hard and doing whatever.
Yeah, I feel like you had such a strong lead. Everybody was like, okay, let's default and just fight this out in rounds 2 and 3 because it's going to require so much to catch this guy. And I think people just decided we just want to stay alive and live to see another day because Louis had that on lock.
Yeah. Another thing I just want to say that like, I had a pretty big advantage going into it because it's in NorCal and like the venue is literally my local. So obviously my scene's going to be like, oh, we're going to support you. And they don't have to, if they buy the weekend pass, they don't have to like buy a flight, get their own housing. Like they literally just go like they do every week. So that was a big advantage. And I made sure to, you know, take advantage of that. So if people are mad about that, well, guess what? You can just invite me next time straight up. And I won't cheat, man. I won't take advantage of what I got, you know?
Goat shit. Any of you guys got a question for Louis? I'll relay it.
Louis, who are you most looking forward to fight?
Dabuz asks, who are you most looking forward to fighting at Watch the Throne if given the opportunity?
A-Cola, definitely. I think I beat him. I'm so good versus Steve, and haven't really gotten to like studying him, but I think the moment I do, it's all going to make a lot of sense, and it's going to be really good for me. And I've played him in friendlies. I do pretty good, and I always beat Steve, so I feel great for A-Cola. Give me A-Cola. And secondary, I want to play Mia. I think I beat both of them.
Oof,
all right, you heard it here. Rig the brackets, folks. Yeah. Give him Mia and A-Cola.
I'm kind of trash, and I just get upset all the time by randoms, but I'm good against good players, so this event is made for me, you know, just good players only.
We got a good question.
Show what I got, you know?
Who is he vouching for next? Like, who would he vote for?
Hell yeah, dude. Now, TK brought up a question from the chat, actually, from our chat. They said, hey, who is Louis vouching for next? Who does he want to see make it?
Kurama. So I wasn't going to make it past the engagement phase, but Kurama, dude, he helped me. He made the tweet. He's like, hey, Carmine, you know that his fans are crazy. So he made a tweet saying, Carmine, can you guys please help my friend get in? And then that meant a lot to me. It's like, in the moment, I'm like, oh, shit, thanks, man. But, like, now that I look back at it, it means a lot, dude. Like, he got me in, and we're both NorCal. It would also save you guys money if he won, you know what I'm saying? But I really want him in, though, because he is a big reason as why I'm this good at the game. You know, I've been dominant in my region, and then he always just reminds me that, you know, I may not be the best when he just kicks my ass and stuff. So shout outs to him. I definitely want to see him get in. If you guys are NorCal, please consider dropping him some money in the donations. I don't think he's a shoo-in because of the competition that's left. So I'm going to help him out. I'm going to keep streaming. I'm going to do some donations. And yeah, shout outs to Kurama, man. I really hope I and NorCal can help him get in as well.
All he gotta do is campaign when them Frenchies is awake. He'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. I'm telling you right now, Louis. He'll be just fine.
he's got to be a sellout. You know, he's got to be like, guys, I need some money, man. Somebody give me $5, and then the train will start. You know,
I do it every time I go live, so I understand. Hey, Louis, congratulations on being the first person voted in. It's a great look. We're so proud of you. So happy for you, bro. We can't wait to see what you do at Watch the Throne.
Thank you. Can I say one more thing?
Yes, of course.
That's fine. I didn't reach like the 10K, but I said if I made it in my incentives, I will do all of them. So I'll be doing a 24-hour stream either Friday or Saturday. I'll be tweeting about it. I'm going to buzz cut my head, shotgun a 4 Loko, and just do a bunch of other random shit. So if you guys want to see that, it's going to be hype. And yeah.
All right. We'll be praying for you and your liver, Louis. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Charles, TK, Dabuz. That's how you guys doing your thing there too. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Nigga, I'm the one who called you.
Nah, shut up. You don't. You just had his number. I don't have it.
Like I just want to say thanks to them too, though, for being there.
All right, Jim. Congratulations. I'll talk to you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. See ya.
See ya. Right, congratulations, Louis. There you go.
I will say, bro, as a person who likes the shotgun, that man's gonna die, bro. Fort Loko is insane. The shotgun, bro. What the? All right.
Yeah, and this is the Nerf 4 Loko. Think about pre-patch 4 Lokos. Woo! Dang. That was literally deadly. But
hey, good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Oh man, that's funny.
What would you rather do? Shotgun a 4 Loko or eat a whole 1 chip challenge?
Oh, shotgun free.
Shotgun a 4 Loko.
Yeah.
I did that 1 chip challenge already. I'll never do it again. People are dying now. Like I don't.
Yeah, so I recalled it.
I'm good, bro. Yeah, I shotgun 2 4 Lokos before I did that.
Like, bro. You're
actually. Well, congrats to Luis. And shout outs to EE, man. That was some quick thinking there, getting the phone, and then shout outs to Chris, our guy at production, just going right into Luis' stream, and we're able to somewhat bring that interview to you guys. And now we're just going to do a quick 10-minute segment on Q&A. So just any questions about Watch the Throne, guys, go for it in the chat. Again, we want to bring the show to be more integrated with the community. We want to hear your guys' feedback. We want to hear your guys' suggestions, and we want to hear you guys' questions as well, and because we'll have answers for them. So
we'll be checking out Charles real quick, though, man. Charles, you're doing a good job moderating, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, I give it the clap for Charles. Okay. My man.
I wrote the run of show, baby.
Hey.
with Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, but any questions from the chat? Yeah, you know, we're here. We're looking. We're peeping. It could be about anything we talked about today, or just anything in general. But yeah, if you're any other questions about any other stuff, who do you think wins Watch the Throne with the current people in so far? And then what's your favorite color? Let me go look.
Probably Aquila just wins, right?
Yeah, that's a safe bet for sure.
Is Spargo in this?
Spargo's in this.
Because I trust Spargo a lot versus like when it's a bracket of just like normal top players, I give him a lot of faith, right? I feel he's more like a loose to like the random people, like good players in like pools and round 2s of weird matchups that are good versus Cloud.
Yeah, like the voids, right?
Yeah,
I think the safest vote definitely would be why you do void like that in the first place, but the safest vote is definitely going to say Aquila, unless for some reason like if grand finals Aquila Spargo, then I'm going Spargo. But like I think Spargo has a chance of getting defeated in bracket way more than or like before grand finals or winners finals way more than Aquila does. I just think that he has Aquila's number at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll go with I'm gonna go with Leo because I still believe. Call me a fool if you want, but I won't give it up. I believe in Leo. And then I'm gonna say my favorite color is purple.
Same.
Green.
Dang, really? Damn, my favorite color is also purple.
I didn't know if you guys.
I like purple. It's a cool color.
Someone said, "How did you guys come up with the name Watch the Throne?" We wanted something kind of like medieval-ish themed. You know, everybody knows that Watch the Throne album from Kanye and Jay-Z. Not that we had anything to do with that for copyright purposes. And of course, Game of Thrones is very popular too. So we just decided, you know what? Let's see. Because people are going to watch the tournament. Well, let's see if they're going to watch who's going to claim the throne. And it just kind of flowed together perfectly.
Yeah. We got, what side content might there be like? Will other people be co-streaming the event or some? All right. Well,
co-streaming is perfectly permitted, just so everybody's clear on that. You're not gonna have to fill anything out. I mean, we might, depending on the size of your stream, we might want some of those numbers and metrics just because it's good to help us going forward. But everybody's more than welcome to co-stream. As far as the stuff going on the side, I'm going to be putting together a creator stage, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's kind of something different from instead of just skits, which a lot of people are going to be able to participate, including people who are actually attending the event in person. So if you want to attend the event in person, buy a pass, only like $130, pretty damn cheap compared to, what they were charging before at the other place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, we got. Will there be any side events similar to Summit? I think the first day we're supposed to have like more of the kind of chiller side events type deals. And then he also said like Mafia. Do you think we'll be getting a Mafia game in there, boys?
That I don't know.
That's a question mark because it depends on if the players are going to be up for it. Like, we really want to prioritize the players' comfort level before anything. Like, we understand media days and stuff like that is a lot of fun, but we want to make it so that they have ample time to rest, maybe go out and explore a little bit if they want to. We don't want them to just be focused on only tournament stuff. We want them to legitimately have a good time at this event. So
yeah, you heard it here first, man. If it's boring, blame the players. Anyway.
Mafia, no big deal.
Can we fit everyone a major? I'll answer that. No.
You're not lying.
Can you say anything? How do you watch? I got that. Sparkle with 13th again. That would be absolutely insane.
So Shrike asked about rule sets. So I'm actually in the Lumi Rank Discord discussing with all the NATOs, and we're trying to get a rule set out. We're trying to get a NA unified rule set. Hopefully we can decide on it. We're like setting up the system of voting and stuff like that. But I would like to get that rule set before Watch the Throne and test run it at Watch the Throne. I think that would be really sick. But that kind of stuff does take a lot of time. Obviously, a lot of these TOs, it's not their full-time job to be a Smash TO. So we're working on it with a bunch of different schedules and stuff. So the process is going to take a while. I would like to have the NA unified rule set ready for Watch the Throne. If it is, sick. If it's not, this is something that's pretty important. And if it has to take more time, then it'll take more time. But that is the goal. And what's up, Shrike?
We also got I don't think this seems like this would be kind of off, but will there be a last chance qualifier by any chance? I think since we're doing voting, that wouldn't be a thing, right?
Well, no. So our LCQ is essentially the unnamed last qualifying spot that we haven't gotten to yet.
Okay.
So
Okay.
That is in the ether. Well. It is happening. It's just in the ether as far as like the announcement goes. But we're hoping to be able to reveal that within the next week or two. 100%.
Okay.
So
all right.
Stay tuned for that.
Will you guys stream any money matches? I don't think we might not have time for that. Maybe on Friday. I can see Friday like having some time to kind of mess around, but I don't see why you got all this high level of talent up there. Plus, again, multi streams, co-streams, a content stage. We might be able to do something with that over there. So
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like we could do something on the creator stage if it's a money match of like some significance or importance, or maybe it has like a layer of creativity, like loser shaves their beard or something like that. I don't know, but that's stuff that obviously we're gonna look into, but it's not a priority right now. But we will have some fun things, of course, set up, no doubt.
Yeah. Another guy asked if me, you, and Coney are going to be on the mic. Me and Phil will definitely be. We still gotta. You know how hard it is to get Coney out of this house now, bro. Come on, man. Like,
yeah, we'll see if Zach. We'll see if Coney will be in attendance or not. That's a question mark right now that we don't.
Love to have him. It would be
love to have him. Yeah.
Either way, he'll restream it, so we'll take that too.
He'll be there in some capacity. I'll tell you that.
Give me those numbers, Jim. I got you.
Oh man.
Round robin pools, it will be the same format as the last summit. So we're gonna have the round robin pools into the gauntlet, into the bracket. So very similar to the last summit.
We said, are you thinking of doing live tweet talks or lights out and what? That was the thing, right? Y'all discussed that?
Yes, we're gonna do a combination episode. I believe that was planned. So it'll be tweet talks and lights out just at the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have that.
It'll be good. We got a good plan for that, guys. It'll be like an extended show for sure. And one thing I'm really trying to push for is like having the attendees be able to like ask questions in person there too. So a lot of fun stuff we're planning to revolve around that.
I think one of the this is a question I just have for y'all. Like, since we're going to Get House, I know we've been big fans of Get House and whatnot. Like, what are y'all most excited for now that we've been able to use this venue as like an actual thing instead of just it being our party area?
Bro, the food in the area? There's so many food options in the area, and that's always nice.
Yep. There's like a bunch of different trucks, and even just like the area around there just has great food. I think the most interesting thing for me is we're gonna have a high level invitational summit style, but it's going to have a crowd. To me, that's like the thing that really sets these two events apart, is the fact that there is going to be a crowd. And I know for you, Dabuz, you can attest to this. Playing at Summit is so different than playing at
I'm not testing the shit, boy.
I was moving stuff, I misclicked, and I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Welcome, slideshow Dabuz.
Oh, right. No, I messed up my thing. Oh no.
It's okay. Your audio's still good.
You're fine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Just
anyway.
So you know, at like just playing at Summits, playing in that room where it's not really like a crowd, how big of a difference does that make for your play, right? And are you looking forward for this tournament having a crowd factor, but it's an invitational?
So honestly, that'd be kind of cool. I don't really care if it's a crowd or not, to be honest. Honestly, sometimes I like the crowd because I like the energy. When I go to Summits, I don't dislike necessarily like the quietest, I have like a private room or whatever. Right. But when I'm so used to crowds and like people being loud and stuff, it definitely feels different. It feels like more relaxed when it's not a crowd, to be honest. And it's easier to get more focused in a match and be like, I need to destroy this opponent, when you can feel the energy in the room. So honestly, I'm down for that. I think it's gonna be a really cool vibe compared to Summit.
That was also the other, because I know there's an area in the guild house where you do go upstairs and like there's a setup. Are we having them on stage, like on the front stage where like the DJ? That's good.
Plan.
Okay,
we want to have like the crowd involved. And will there be a lot of friendly setups? That is the plan. Yes, we do want to have a lot of friendly setups for everyone in attendance, so you can play friendlies, watch the matches at the same time. So. Well, there's a lot of space to work with at Guild House, so we'll definitely be utilizing it for everyone to have friendlies and stuff like that and have a good time. So.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a big Guild House, but yeah, it's like there's as soon as you walk in, there's like a small, not a small, like a medium-sized bar area, and then right next to that is a food spot, and then if you look to the right, it's just a bunch of open areas. So there's a stage in the middle. There's like a lane where you could have pretty much 2 lanes of friendlies going over there. There's another lane where you could have 2 to 3 more lanes of friendlies going on over there. So there's actually quite a bit of space.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and yeah, you can definitely make that. You definitely will be able to find places to play and also sit and watch. And yeah, I mean, I think this is probably one of the better venues we're able to use for a invitational, while also giving you the freedom to be outside, do whatever, grab a couple drinks, grab some food, just kind of chill out, stuff like that.
Oh, I was about to say 21 plus. Drinking bracket. You have to at least drink enough to be playing not perfectly to enter. Right?
All right. Hey, we're gonna call it there.
Bring out the liability forums.
Yes. Okay. Bloom, if your mom's watching this, don't listen to that guy.
Oh man.
That'll be
the king has spoken.
The king has spoken.
God. It was a joke idea.
Timothy said, well, before we leave, though, we got the Timothy versus one top player. We loved it from some. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want to do that ever again, bro. I've had enough.
Do you? Okay, I want to know. I want to know, chat. Do you guys honestly like watching that? Just watching someone who doesn't play the game professionally, right? Probably doesn't barely even touch the game, right? Especially we're like 5-6 years. You think all the commentators play Ultimate every day? Fuck no, we don't play Ultimate every day. Are you kidding me? Against a pro player that has been playing for the last decade, Smash at least 5 times a week.
We
watch. Do you find that entertaining that someone's just completely getting shit on that doesn't play the game?
I don't play when we are at Summit, because I almost never play at home. I don't like. I know there's a training mode mod or a Wi-Fi input mod, but I just don't have it on the Switch that I use to play regular Smash. So, I just don't really play unless I'm at a tournament, and so really it's just me and Charles grinding for 3 days to still get 3 stocks, and then be like, well, we tried, and then we just
and then I just watch the people that don't practice go for stupid YOLO edge guards and they get a stock.
Yeah, that's what happens when you pay people. I get it, bro.
So fucking insane to me.
The haters are still in attendance, chat.
I fucking hate shit like that,
bro. There was just no events, bro. And then he simp and gave that stock to Vic. Man, all right,
come on.
The correct play, to be honest.
Maybe it is. I mean, maybe if the chat, most of the chat says they like watching commentators get shit on by top players. I guess.
I feel like I liked the
There you
commentator crew battle more, and I thought that was pretty fun because we're all like, you know, even level or whatever, or like somewhat even level, except for, you know, Haz, who still plays on a regular basis. But like, it was usually like, you know, there was like a tier of how things were going. Like, you know, the two will go in, and then someone beat them, and then someone beat them, and then it would end up being like Haz versus Max at the end. Like that was what's usually what happened. But then they were like, no, what if we just let y'all get embarrassed? But it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then all the chatters can watch and be like, "Yo, the commentators suck." LOL, LOL, and it's like, dude, are you like that? I just feel like for them, it just gives them validation. Like, oh yeah, the casters suck. I'm at least better than the casters. Like, you know, and it's just like,
as you should be, since you play this game every day. I don't, you know, I almost everybody that lost to me at Genesis, I was like, wow.
Caster versus attendee crew battle for this. Like not versus the invitational players.
We'll
Maybe.
workshop
right?
it. We got over 2 months. We'll workshop it. All right, we'll give you that. That's what we can do.
Yeah, well, you know, we're gonna workshop that. So I'm telling you, as soon as we hang up, that's gonna be a hard no. I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now, chat. It's a hard no. We'll see you at Watch the Throne on the couch, though. I'll tell you that.
All right. Well, I think that's enough questions. I think that was a pretty good way to wrap things up. It was a great discussion on merch. Great to see Louis succeed and get an interview with him. And of course, always great getting some feedback from you lovely individuals in the chat. We love it. And shout out to Justin from the Super Smash Con TO GOAT in the chat showing some love. We appreciate you, Justin. You're the man.
Hey, let's go, Justin.
You're the man. Let that guy.
All right. Peace out, guys.
All right, peace.
That's how you just ended so abruptly?
What the?
What
man,
how about you like, comment, subscribe?
Yeah, drop a couple of those.
Catch us on the next round table.
Here, I got you, man.
All right.
So that was the Watch the Throne round table, man. We're gonna have these every week as we look at who's getting voted in and whatnot. And you know, if you have more questions, we do our Q&As at the end. We'll be talking about everything surrounding it. And yeah, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, that follow, that subscribe. And on top of that, make sure you follow the Twitter if you have not already. And hit the shop. I would drop the link, but I already got banned for it. So make sure you hit the shop if you want to vote in for your favorite players and whatnot. And get yourself some nice merch. All of us also do content and or other things. So make sure you follow us all as well. I think EE's about to go live. I'm probably about to go live. Dabuz probably going to go live. Charles, I don't know what you're about to do, but I'm just going to say he's going live anyway. So yeah, make sure you follow all TK Breezy, EEV Sue, Dabuz, Charles Thorin. We appreciate you guys for watching.
Peace.
RBs.